Okay, so I'm just going to show you very quickly how I paint my wands. So this is kind of what they look like when they are finished, and these are like the gold ones, okay? So the first thing you need is your wand. This one's done with string, but it's exactly the same as doing them with the hot glue. You need a brush, so something like this is absolutely fine. Any brush will do for the base coat. These are just from the works. They're about £1 for a pack of 5 or 6 brushes in a box. And then I'm using this paint, which is again from the works. It's quid, so that's super handy. You can get better quality paints that don't need as many coats, but this one is just a water-based poster paint, ready mix, ready to go. Fab. So what I'm going to do, actually, let me give that a bit of a shake first. There we go. So you do get quite messy with this. Depending on how much paint you've got in your pack, you can just dip straight in, but because I've used a lot of this, I pop it in the lid just so it saves me getting my brush and hands completely covered. You will get messy. Fair warning. So I just dip the paint in, nice little blob. Get my wand. Apologies for the dog noises. I have the dogs with me today. And I'm just literally going to cover the entire brush. Okay, so it does take quite a few coats to get it going. But yeah, I just give it a good cover. Now, what I tend to do when I have painted my whole brush is I use a glass to stand them up in. So rather than like line them on paper, because one side will get a bit stuck to the paper, I paint like halfway down and then I stand it up in a glass, wait for it to dry, and then I will paint the other side. So yeah, basically keep painting. You're going to need to do maybe 3 coats, sometimes 4, just to make sure you've got everything. Now with this poster paint, it does sort of come off on your hands. It's kind of dusty. So once it's dry, you're still going to get some on your hands. But don't worry about it because the next thing's going to seal it. So I've done like that much. Yeah. I don't have my glass on my table, but what I would do is just stand it up like in a glass, just to let that bit dry, because otherwise the bottom's not going to dry at the same time. Then when that coat's dry, flip it over and paint the other side. And that's your first coat.